He's a #1 Amazon bestseller. He's an NLP manipulator. He's a property course seller. He's a Lamborghini driving multi-millionaire property guru. Forget that same old boring I am me narcissistic podcast format, because nobody gives a fuck. This podcast is all about you. So I'm taking these few seconds to thank you for subscribing, to thank you for leaving your 5-star reviews, and thank you for sharing this show with all of your friends. My team and I will keep bringing you these episodes and answering all of your burning questions in my Facebook community group called Property Crash Course. If you can just keep telling all of your friends about this show. Okay, so let's talk about getting more customers, how to find more customers right now in the heart of this pandemic, in the coronavirus, during this economic crash that we're all in, which is bad. It's very bad. But then you don't want to wallow, you don't want to, you don't want to take a back seat, or what will happen is basically your company, your business, your cash flow, your income, your bank balance will die. It's that simple. There's no other way to dress it up. There's no other way to sugarcoat what is actually going to happen if you don't do what's necessary in your company, if you don't evolve, if you don't adapt, if you don't pivot, if you don't think outside the box, if you don't restructure things, if you don't do more, make more, be more productive, and turn into a beast right now, when your business, your family, your loved ones, everybody is relying on you, okay? If you're the provider, if it's your company, if it's your bank balance, if you have staff or you have a team, and you need to keep driving things forward. Because if you don't, the worst could happen, which is you go out of business, or you go bust, or you just become non-existent and your company, your bank balance just disappears. Nobody wants that. There's ways to avoid that happening. So you don't want to contract right now. You want to expand. There's other things that you can do right now to generate more revenue in your company. Find new opportunities. Find new people to work with. Expand your network and build your network right now. And I'm going to share something with you guys right now that we're doing right now, and literally going to be going all in on this particular strategy, which is how to find more customers, and right now. Now, what I'm talking about is a particular strategy that we've used on other platforms before in the past, but we haven't used it on this particular platform. Now, because of something like this that has happened in the marketplace right now, where people are at home and you have a lot more time on your hands. I mean, I'm not sitting on my hands at home. Hell no. I'm basically educating myself. I'm going through all the training programs that I've ever purchased. I'm buying new training programs from, big companies doing hundreds of millions of pounds a year. Those are the only guys that I want to learn from. Not somebody who's just created something out of thin air and they've been doing it for 5 minutes. That's not my cup of tea. So I'm looking at the big dogs, the big guns, the big established companies, the big credibility, and the hundreds of staff, the big guys which are doing this day in, day out. So I'm buying the information from the best people out there to educate myself right now, to make sure that I'm on top of my game. I'm doing what needs to be done to keep providing for my family, to keep growing my company, keep acquiring more properties and building my company, instead of doing fuck all, watching Netflix and just sitting on the sofa watching the bloody news. Who wants to be doing that crap right now? If you are, this is probably the wrong podcast for you. So I'm hoping that most of my listeners aren't doing that crap. You're in the trenches. You're trying to put new deals together. You're trying to find the new quick wins. You're trying to find the new ways, the tactics, the better ways to be more productive and to build your team and to expand your knowledge and to build your company and increase your cash flow and everything else and minimize your risk all at the same time. That's what we're all here for. That's what we're trying to achieve and learning from each other at the same time during these difficult times, during these difficult moments. So what I've done is I've been literally going deep into using this particular strategy to find more customers. So this is new for me as well, guys, on this platform. I'm not saying I've been doing this for forever. I've been doing it on other platforms, but not on this one. So it's now time that my company has made the decision to migrate things from one place to somewhere else, and just to taste it, just to, like Gary Vee says, you have to taste it. So we're getting involved and learning from this as things go live and testing things and tweaking things. But I know that it's the best way for us to acquire customers right now. So I'm sharing that with you guys, knowing that this can also work for you guys in your business. I've invested a lot of money in this training, in this the concept, and to learn all about it from the people that I'm following and the mentors that I have in this space. And I'm completely confident, hand on heart, that this is what my company needs right now. This is how we're going to find new customers right now. This is how I'm going to expand my company right now during the pandemic. In this economic crash, this is how I'm going to build my brand as big as it can be right now by going all in, doing this one thing instead of doing nothing. Okay, so what I want to share with you right now is the way that we're looking, or the way that we're working now, the way that we're finding and trying to acquire, not even trying, we are acquiring more customers, is YouTube pre-roll. YouTube pre-roll ads. Now, I don't know if any of you guys are already on YouTube pre-roll ads, but what I know about YouTube pre-roll ads is this, and I think you guys will like this as well. Once you've recorded your video, once you've set up your advert, let's go back to the basics before we go deeper. So how does it work? Right, you record a video. Everybody on here right now can record a video. That's easy. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone can just flip the phone open or pull it out of your pocket, hit the button, hit the camera if you're on an iPhone or any device you're on, and start recording and speaking to the camera. Forget about having the lighting perfect. Forget about having your hair perfect. Forget about having it studio quality. Forget about all of the other crap, which just comes down to procrastination, avoidance, which again is something to do with mental health, blocks, barriers, hurdles, challenges that you put in the way to stop you getting the things that you want. Maybe you think you don't deserve it for some reason deep down, or maybe you just procrastinating for some other deep-rooted meaning or deep-rooted reason. What it comes down to is everybody has the power to do this. Everyone has the skills to do this. Everybody has the ability, to do this, which is recording a video, which is your advert. You're the best person for your company to sell your product, whatever it is, a service, whether it's a physical product, a digital product, a training program, a service, anything at all. You're the best person in your company to do this. So you record a video. You can actually choose the people that you want to show that video advert to. You can choose the people. It's very simple. Look at this now, how it is marketing, digital marketing, how it is right now in 2020. So you record a video on your phone that you have in your pocket. Everybody can do that. Check? Yeah. You can choose the people that you want to show it to. Everyone can choose a category or demographic or type of people, or spend a half an hour or half a day brainstorming who is your ideal customer to show this video advert to. Now, when you've decided that, you can now choose when to show that video. Just think about this. So you've got a video, you've chosen who you want to show it to, and now you can decide when to show that video advert. This is powerful stuff, okay? It's very simple. It's just YouTube pre-roll, but it's powerful stuff. Let me ask you a question. Are you and your family prepared for when the economy crashes and your bank balance goes to zero? In the aftermath of the 2008 property crash, I held a keynote talk in Piccadilly around property investment tactics that work when the economy crashes. And these tactics saved me in the 2008 crash. Let me share them with you real quickly. The first one is buying properties for £1 without getting a mortgage, without putting a deposit down, and without any credit whatsoever. The next strategy is finding properties with £25,000 to £50,000 of instant equity. The next strategy is buying a property today and paying for the property later when it's worth more, a lot more in the future. The next strategy is renting HMOs and student properties and any properties up to 75% below the market rent. This gives you massive cash flow right now. And then the next strategy is raising from £4,000 to £14,000 from properties that you just rent. This can be used as get started cash for whatever you want in your business. Now, I created a free training to walk you through the only strategies that will save your bank balance from going to zero. I'm serious. If you just go to www.propertycrashcourse.com and tell me where to send this free training. And now what happens is, when you've decided who you show it to, you can also go a lot deeper, another level. You can actually choose the exact videos on YouTube that you want your video to play before. Let me just pause there for a second. Did you hear what I just said? You can actually choose whoever's video playing on YouTube that you want your advert to be overlaid over and play before the video starts. Do you understand how powerful this is? Do you understand how powerful this really is? So you record a video, you choose the people to show it to, then you decide when to show that video, and then you can also decide exactly where that video, your advert, appears before the video plays that someone's searching for. So let's have a quick example. What this means is, if you're trying to target entrepreneurs, let's just use that for one thing. What do entrepreneurs watch on YouTube? What do they watch on YouTube? Okay, let's just say they watch Dragon's Den. Okay, let's say entrepreneurs watch Dragon's Den. So then what you can do is you can search by the demographic for anybody who watches or likes, okay, or is into anything to do with Dragon's Den. The people that have been on there, the names of the people that are on there now, the dragons, the names of the previous dragons that are on there, some of the names of the products that have come through there, anything related to that particular show, Dragon's Den. So now what you can also do is, if it's related to entrepreneurs and someone types in Dragon's Den or a dragon's name, what you can do is find on YouTube the best performing video, which is not yours, the best performing video. What I mean by that is you can find the best episode, for example, with the biggest product or the biggest investment, anything to do with Dragon's Den. And then you literally copy the URL and you tell YouTube, you tell your ads account that you want your ad to only appear on top of Dragon's Den. Let me give you a few seconds to digest that. Do you understand how powerful that is? Do you understand how powerful that is? So if you're having any problems right now finding customers, sitting at home, scratching your head, thinking, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to meet the bills next month? Can I pay the staff next month? Can your family even eat next month? If you're having any of these concerns or you've got any of these questions in your mind, it comes down to one thing. What are you actually doing today, right now, to find new paying customers to come into your business tomorrow? What are you doing? Because if you're not doing everything, then you're not doing enough. This stuff works. We've done it before on different platforms. Now we're migrating things to this platform, YouTube. I don't think there's as many people doing it on YouTube as you can imagine. So it's like a new marketplace. It's like a undervalued marketplace because, for example, Google pay per click that we exhausted from around about 2003, 2004, somewhere around there, where we was paying like, I don't know, 25p for a click to find investors and find investment properties and find discounted properties. And then it went up to, I don't know, anything up to about £10 a click. So we just got in early at the right time many years ago. I'm talking 18, 17 years ago on Google pay per click when it was brand new. That's changed. Right now, YouTube. There's not as many people advertising there. And because of the power that you have is unbelievable by marketing on there. If you can imagine what happens as well, it's somebody who types something in on Google, okay? So they search for example, Dragon's Den, right? On Google AdWords. Google AdWords, just Google search. They search for, say, a term, Dragon's Den. Because YouTube is owned by Google, your advert only appears on YouTube when that person has typed somewhere else on their keyboard, anywhere at all, mentioned that word in an email, in the conversation they've had, because they're listening all the time. Google's listening all the time, so that when they come to YouTube now, Google already knows what they've searched somewhere else on Google search. And then what happens? Your advert, your video shows up before any video they watch. That's magic. And that's because you've done the right things, you've ticked the right boxes, you've said exactly where and when your advert is supposed to appear. Because that person is your potential customer because they've been searching somewhere else on the internet. And then when they're on YouTube, whatever video they go to watch, it pops up with your video. Hey podcasters, now you guys know that I share a ton of tactics, a ton of strategies and information that's actionable on this show, all in aid to help you get a step closer to everything that you want. And I know that many of you guys have some questions about those exact tactics and strategies that I share. Now, because I want to give my listeners as much value as possible, I'm answering all of your burning questions on the next show. If you want your questions answered, all you need to do is tweet me at RyanOttoX or DM me on Instagram at RyanOttoX. You can either message me on LinkedIn /Ryan Otto, or you can even find me Ryan Otto on TikTok. Now, I know that human beings are complicated, especially when our own beliefs can hold us back from what's right in front of us. Now, because you know what it's like, we can sometimes have all of the information that we need, but the confidence that we need to execute on that tactic or that strategy may only come from asking the right or deeper questions and then having them answered, which is the unlock. Now, that's why I want to give you as much value as possible by answering all of your burning questions. Now, you can find me on any social platform that you're on by searching Ryan Otto and just ask away, and I will answer them for you on the next show. So now let's go a bit deeper, because you know the search term they've used, because that's the term that you're bidding on. That's the term that you've decided to use, or that's the term that you've decided to anchor your advert to. You can then do something which is magic. It's magic. As your advert plays, you would say something like, "So, you like Dragon's Den, do you? Well, in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to show you A, B, C. Da, 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 da." Do you understand how powerful that is? So you're now on your computer half an hour before, a day before, a week before, you've searched that term, Dragon's Den. Now you go to YouTube. Now you're watching whatever it is you want to watch, anything at all on YouTube, and then your advert pops up in front of that person and says, "Hey, wait. So I know that you like Dragon's Den. How do I know you like Dragon's Den? Because it's my job to put adverts like this in front of people like you that like Dragon's Den, because I know what you're looking for. So if you spend the next 30 seconds with me, I'm going to show you exactly how you can A, B, and C, which is whatever your offer is, whatever your product is. That is powerful. Now, of course, what it does is it builds trust when people see your advert. It builds brand when people see your advert. It builds trust. It gets people to buy your product, whatever it is. Buy your shit, whatever you are selling. Whether it's a product, a physical product, a digital product, a service, it could be anything at all. But that enables you to sell more of your stuff. Or you just take them to a page and they land on the page and they put their name and email in, so they join your list or join your funnel. Whatever it is you're selling, whatever it is you're doing, this is a way that we've been looking into for a while. We haven't really taken the plunge. We've got 5 adverts going live right now to do with different areas and elements that we're trying to build in my company. One is finding certain people that we can sell a product to. One is finding other landlords that we can literally rent their properties from them direct. We're looking for entrepreneurs where we can give them away our content for free. We're looking for business people, entrepreneurs. Again, this is another video, the 4th video to grow my top rated business podcast. This podcast that you're listening to right now. And I'm also using it as well to find investors, to find money, to pull investors together, to use their money in a funds that we can use and go out and buy properties with, buy deals with, buy small hotels with, buy developments with. That's 5 adverts that I've just shared with you right now that we've been setting up, we've been structuring, we've been scripting, we've been recording, all for YouTube. This platform right now. So I'm sharing this with you guys right now. This is exactly what we're doing right now in my business in the heart of the coronavirus. Why? So we can get more money right now, more customers, more money, more access, more people, build a brand, all at the same time. So if you want more money, if you want more customers, if you want to grow during the coronavirus, right now, this stuff works, guys, okay? I don't want to underestimate how powerful it is. Now, there's so much out there that you can learn about how YouTube works, and you can find all of that from Google, okay? You can find all of that, what you need from Google, so you can get your mind around this and understand exactly how it works. I'm just scratching the surface right now, just to give you the idea, to give you the taste of why you need to be here, why you need to be using this platform. Now, I completely understand if you may be thinking that you're camera shy, you can't record a video, or if you're putting objections in the way, or even if you're procrastinating a bit. Now that comes down to mindset. If that is the case, you just need to use some of your funds and get a mindset coach. Somebody that can help you get past those barriers, over those objections, okay? Because what could happen is your company goes backwards right now. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants you to go backwards, your company to go backwards. Because if you go backwards, you can only end up where? Back at zero. Who wants to be at zero? Whose bank account wants to go to zero? Or who wants to be bankrupt? Imagine the shame that comes with losing your business right now. But look at the opportunities that are there right now. Because if you don't do these things, if you don't move, if you don't evolve, if you don't pivot, if you don't grow, if you don't expand your knowledge to try to build your company, to overcome this, to weather the storm, to keep driving forward, what will happen? Your business will die. Your company will die. Your bank balance will die. Right now, there's so many companies which are literally on life support. They're hanging on for their lives, their dear lives, hoping that this goes away. This is not going away anytime soon. I'm trying to reach out to you guys and share something that we've invested a lot of time in, a lot of energy in, a lot of money in, and we're now using YouTube. We're about to go all in on some of these adverts that we've been putting together, scripting, structuring, setting up, targeting and everything to use it on this platform, which we think now has the biggest opportunity for us on this particular platform, YouTube pre-roll. So let's talk about this. What could you get out of this if you did this now yourself? More customers. Who doesn't want more customers? More money. Who doesn't want more money? Build your business, expand your brand right now when other people, they're disappearing, they're closing their doors, they're leaving the high street. They may never be back in business again. I mean, you can buy if this works for you, when you get it firing, okay, when you get it firing and you get this working, you can buy all the shit that you want, whatever that is. Whether it's just provide for your family, whether it's just to pay your bills, whether it's to, build your team, whether it's to expand your team, whether it's to grow your company, whether it's to buy a fucking Lamborghini, whatever you want, everything is there for the taking. You just need to think differently to expand your knowledge and just learn another skill. And if you don't learn another skill, just learn enough about this on the internet. It's completely free, and then pay a company to do it for you. If you really don't want to do it, go and pay a company to do it for you. It really is that simple. So if you're looking to find more customers, to get more customers right now, this is one strategy that I want you guys to really consider and look into a bit more, because we're going all in right now on YouTube. He's a #1 Amazon bestseller. He's an NLP manipulator. He's a property course seller. He's a Lamborghini driving multi-millionaire property guru. Forget that same old boring I am me narcissistic podcast format, because nobody gives a fuck. This podcast is all about you. So I'm taking these few seconds to thank you for subscribing, to thank you for leaving your 5-star reviews, and thank you for sharing this show with all of your friends. My team and I will keep bringing you these episodes and answering all of your burning questions in my Facebook community group called Property Crash Course. If you can just keep telling all of your friends about this show.